Well, good morning. I have my coffee on my nightstand, but didn't want to wear any makeup today. Putting on my pearl earrings. I hope that everyone out there is doing great. I'm going to answer a subscriber question that was in one of my prior videos. And the question was, what are your hidden talents? What are some of your hidden talents? I don't think I've ever talked about any of my hidden talents, to be honest. Ooh, I wonder if I did my skincare already. I washed my face this morning. Let me give my hair a little spritz of water. Off to the side. Do I have any skincare right here in front of me? If not, I can just do something really simple. Yeah, let's just get some. If we're not doing makeup and I'm talking at the same time, may as well put some Cetaphil. I normally use this for my legs and arms, especially since I go walking and I get tanned here. Take off my glasses. In fact, let me turn on my ring light so I can see what's going on. I won't put it up really high. Okay. Started getting overcast. I apologize for that. So what are some of my hidden talents? Actually, I don't feel like I have any hidden talents. No, I do love gardening. I've always liked working out in the yard, and I think it stemmed from my dad. My dad loved, I wouldn't say loved working in the yard. When he wasn't working full time, he enjoyed yard work. He never really made it like it was actually his hobby, but when he was in a mood, he would enjoy working out in the yard, planting flowers, and I think maybe that's where I get it from. I have a garden on the side of the house. In fact, my younger son just helped me start some starters on kale and spinach. And we were transplanting some plants that I got from my ex-father-in-law, since my oldest son lives with me. And we kind of had, I gotta find out what kind of plants they are, but I know when it blooms like in a big bush, it ends up turning like all white, and we plan on putting that across the hill, and just finding some plants that the neighbors can end up giving us, because when you start landscaping actually your own yard, it becomes like extremely expensive. Now, since I'm chatting, do I want to put on any makeup? I didn't plan on putting on any makeup. Maybe just a light powder. Hidden talents. I used to do beading before. I was debating. I ended up actually going on YouTube and looking for some videos on beading, and now the AI actually ends up sending me a whole bunch of videos. I apologize, the clanking noise is my, I don't want to say shutters, but my blinds that are actually hanging down, and there's a breeze actually coming in through that back window. Maybe just a light dusting of powder. I have my makeup mirror right here. Do I want to put on foundation? Make a decision, girlfriend. Make a decision. You know what? I have my Wet n Wild. Let's just make a decision. While I'm talking, I will put on just a tad of makeup. But what color do I want to use? A mix of two. Wet n Wild, cocoa, and toffee. I'll mix these two together and we'll see what we come up with. Maybe I'll just do foundation and brows today. I've know, I got so used to putting on makeup and chatting at the same time. It's like multitasking, right? This color might be a little bit too dark, but we won't know until we put it on. So I have my Tarte brush. I'm not going to be linking any of the products down in the description bar. Yeah, it's a little on the dark side. So let's get well, first let's move our prescription glasses to the side. And I have my white pigment from NYX. We're going to lighten that just a little. That's a little too dark. Even though I want to put a translucent white powder. Like I should put some white pigment on my hand. If I need more foundation, I can add it on. Okay, so a little better. Not super excited, but a little lighter. And in fact, I'll just pounce and put foundation where I need it. Sorry, I had my lamp on over here, and I really kind of want to adjust it. Okay. I want to look at my makeup mirror. I apologize if I'm not looking directly into the camera, but this is not a makeup tutorial at all. Actually, adding that white pigment was actually pretty good. We're just gonna put in a little bit of foundation while we're talking. Okay, getting back to hidden talents. I think when I was married to my first husband, I didn't really have any hidden talents. My second husband, I ended up raising his 2 children. His oldest child went to Kamehameha Schools, which is a private school here in Hawaii. Expensive school. And his 2 younger ones went to public school. Just taking the rest of the color down my neck. I have no idea what that red dot is. I was actually out in the yard yesterday and must have gotten bitten. Take a little bit more color, the lighter of the 2. Yes, with my second husband, as far as hidden talents, I used to get into beading, but I think it was more so after my second divorce, and I was living just with my son at an apartment complex. I had more time to bead. Therefore, I was able to sell what I actually made. Sorry, I need to get my razor. I see a longer hair right here. Take that off. Yeah, so I used to do my beading and actually sell what I actually made at craft fairs, or the church that I went to used to have a craft fair once a year. So I did that. Actually, maybe more than once a year. Maybe twice a year. Then I used to take the money from that and pay my car insurance and stuff. Because after my second divorce, I didn't get any help from my parents. And that was because I chose to stay in that relationship. I think in one of my previous videos, I talked about how I took him back after he moved out for a year. So, as my mom would say, since you made your bed, you lie in it. I've been wanting to film for my other channel, but just haven't had the energy. And I think it's because I don't like editing. Actually, you know what ends up happening on my other channel? I end up spending more time editing and the thumbnail and the description bar than actually do the filming. So I think that's like a little bit of a discouragement. Just putting a little bit more powder, which I don't know why I'm getting so detailed. This was supposed to be no makeup. Hey, let's chat about what your hidden talents are and answer a subscriber question. And now I'm going off the cuff, but that's okay. If you want to click off on this video, that's fine. This is a very small channel. I prefer keeping it that way. I don't use this channel to go over and make comments on other channels at all. And I kind of want this channel to stay very small. This channel is just a way of me being able to just talk about what I would want to talk about without having to edit any video. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more right there. Have a little blemish. Or bite. I did my garden yesterday. But I think, yeah, but getting back to my beading. I enjoyed doing beading. Making wired jewelry, earrings, maybe a matching necklace. And selling that at craft fairs. I definitely now, I think if I knew that I was going to get back into doing craft fairs, I would get back into beading, but right now I don't. I prefer spending more time outside in my garden, spending time with my kids, spending time with Jim, filming actually for this channel since I don't have to edit. It Cosmetics CC Cream as concealer because it's lighter and I like the consistency. It is a lot lighter. In fact, we're going to get the pigment, which is the darker one. I just add up. No, you know what? I'm not going to go with the darker pigment. I want to go with the foundation and kind of warm it up just a little. I like it light, but not that light. So we'll put a little bit of darker foundation from Wet n Wild. Yeah, so besides gardening and beading, the other thing, I think I had it on my other channel, was I love gift wrapping. Most people don't like gift wrapping. I don't know what it is. I used to work part-time at Macy's. This was maybe 8 years ago. When they were hiring for seasonal, I would apply. And what I applied for was actually to be working on the floor, sales floor. Sorry, just getting a makeup sponge because I think I put too much concealer under my eye, which means I'm going to turn the sponge around and absorb some of that. Yeah, so when I applied at Macy's, I applied specifically at that time to have a gift wrapping department. So if you bought something, you'd bring your receipt and drop it off. We had 4 or 5, maybe more than that, maybe 6 to 8 different gift wrapping options. You know, maybe 2 for birthday, 2 generic, 2 for men, 3 for women, you know, some weddings, some anniversaries. But during the holiday season, during Christmas, they used to have mostly, they would still keep up for birthdays, 2 gift wrapping ideas for birthdays, and they would also have gift wrapping for Christmas. And even till today, I still enjoy gift wrapping. In fact, if you want, I can actually, maybe in another video, go and grab some wide ribbon and show you how I make a wired bow with wired ribbon. I always buy wired ribbon. Well, not always. Let me say always. I don't always buy wired ribbon. I do buy satin ribbon. Where do I buy my satin ribbon from? Amazon. Yeah, mostly from Amazon. I used to order from eBay. But what I do find is once I get used to buying ribbon from a particular vendor, used to buy my satin ribbon or some of my ribbons from eBay, I noticed that the vendors don't keep up and replenish. So that makes it a little hard when I fall in love with a certain kind of ribbon and then they don't end up restocking. So that can be a pain. But I love, love, love gift wrapping. I like rearranging the furniture in my home. Every 2 to 3 months, I like moving the furniture away from the walls and kind of changing things around. Just turned on the ring light. Okay, a little better. I don't like it too bright. It's irritating. Overcast. That's the only reason why I have it on. Okay, I think we're done with foundation. Let me take the foundation off my hand. But yeah, I love rearranging my furniture. And this is not so much a hidden talent, but when I was living at my apartment, it was actually furnished, and I ended up rearranging the whole living room and dining room area and rearranged the furniture the way I wanted. I was just a little more particular on how I wanted my furniture done in my apartment. Just getting a big fluffy brush, being that I washed my brushes. Try to make it a habit to wash my brushes once a week. So this is just a translucent powder from NYX rotating pan. I should probably open up a backup, but I like to really use up the makeup that I actually have. It makes me feel good when I actually hit pan. It kind of, one, it lets me know that I'm using up all my product, and two, it lets me know that you need to place an order or always have a backup. But I do have one somewhere on here. We're gonna put a light dusting. So I love rearranging furniture in my home because I get tired of the layout of my furniture. I feel that it's kind of nice to kind of change things up and not have it the same way all the time. Just using the same translucent powder underneath my eyes. Now this is turning into a makeup chit chat. Hey, let me answer a question from my subscribers, but it is what it is when it's unplanned and unedited. A bit of powder. Try not to get makeup on my pearls, because if I do get makeup on my pearls, I end up having to get a soft cloth, and I always end up cleaning my jewelry, especially my pearls when I'm wearing pearls. Cleaning the pearls before I put them back in my jewelry case. And a little bit more dusting under the other eye. What are some of the other things I enjoy doing? I do repair my own jewelry. In fact, in one of my other videos on this particular channel, I came across, when I was organizing my jewelry, some beaded bracelets that I actually bought probably from Macy's, and I put it actually on the side, and I've been wanting to go to my local Ben Franklin, because that's the only craft shop here that carries stuff, unless I order some elastic string to repair that bracelet on Amazon. I could probably do that. Probably gonna be cheaper, especially if I go garage sale shopping. Not that that's a hidden talent, but that's one of the other things that I enjoy doing. Let's put powder, our pressed powder foundation from CoverGirl 525 Buff Beige. Taking my It Cosmetic brush. So I guess this is a get ready with me chat and answer a question on what are some of your hidden talents. And that's kind of pouncing that brush. Yeah, pouncing the brush on my skin. Or sometimes, if I really want to make it believe like I have flawless skin, I'll take a bigger brush, which is what I should be doing. In fact, let me finish up this and put it on my eyes. I know I'm putting it on my forehead, even though I'm saying I'm putting it on my eyes, but I just want a light dusting of powder. I'll take the other side of my It Cosmetic brush, dual-ended, like to travel with this one too, and do a light dusting underneath my eyes. When I'm not wearing my prescription glasses, I only put in one contact so I can actually read some of the labels on my makeup. I actually used to have a magnifying mirror around here. I have no idea where it went. But let's see, beading, gardening, gift wrapping, moving around furniture. Oh, what else was it? Ooh, decorating for Christmas. I love decorating trees. In fact, where Jim works, I really enjoy decorating for the stores that he manages. I love going in and finding out what kind of decorations they actually have with their Christmas tree, and then I'll tweak it a little bit, maybe add some ribbon, and decorate their Christmas tree. In fact, I think on my other main channel I uploaded, I think it was what, 2 to 3 years ago, where we did a Christmas village. So I decided to upload that to my other channel. But I think those are mostly some of my hidden talents. Let me sharpen my brow pencil. Don't have much in my agenda for today. I was bored, so I thought I'd just turn on the camera and chat. Nothing special. I don't like my brow pencil too fine. I like a little blunt point on the end. Looking into my makeup mirror on the side. Don't know how much more makeup this girl's going to be putting on for the day. And to just sit down just with my prescription glasses, and here she is putting on makeup. But we'll see how far we get. Brows, okay, foundation, moisturizer, powder, brows, and maybe a gloss. I don't know. We'll see. Some of you have requested longer videos, so who knows? This might be a longer video, this might be a shorter video. Everybody has a different definition of short. Some people, for short videos, well, my definition of a short video is anything under 5 minutes. That's considered a short video. And on my other channel, I think the longest video I have there is probably maybe 18 minutes. I should probably film a makeup tutorial for my other channel, but nah, not in the mood. I really need to be in a good mood in order to film on my larger channel. So, not larger, not big large. One brow done, and we still need to do the other brow. And yes, I have shaky hands because some of you, well, a few of you have asked why I have shaky hands, and that's because over 13 years ago, there was a drunk driver that, well, I was on my way home going from work when I was working at this credit union. And a drunk driver sideswiped me from the side. And to make a long story short, this girl has permanent nerve damage. And yes, I've gone to physical therapy. Yes, I've seen a, what is it, neurologist? Person that deals with nerves. He wanted to prescribe medication, which is almost like the same kind of medication that they would give people for Parkinson's. But when I was reading up on some of the side effects on the medication, one, I would have to rotate the medication and change the medication either once every 3 months, once every 6 months, plus go in and make an appointment, plus pay the copayment. So being that you're a specialist, the copayment will be high. So that was a big turnoff. And a lot of the side effects were having to do with your liver, because the more medication you take, the harder it is for your body to deal with any kind of toxins. And I do eat healthy, but anything that your body does not want, it'll get filtered out. So when the doctor wanted to prescribe a medication for my trembling, I prompted not to take it. He gave me a prescription anyway. Back then it was more like a written prescription. Nowadays everything is electronic. They'll email it to you if you want. You print it out. You can take it down to your pharmacy, or they'll email it to the pharmacy and you can pick it up there. I'm trying to focus on my brows. I feel like it's a little crooked right there. But from far away, can't really tell. I feel like the tail on this one is a little longer than this one, but it could be the angle that I'm sitting at. Plus, like, the camera's also at an angle. So if I wanted to, I could just make the tail just a smidgen longer. I was debating, now that the state is reopening, on applying at Macy's for a part-time job. That's still kind of up in the air. I'm still not sure whether I wanted to do that or not. I'm looking for a light shimmer. So I have an eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. What is it? Give It To Me Straight. Is it Give It To Me Straight? Yeah, Give It To Me Straight. I just want a light dusting in the middle of my eyes. Let's see, we'll go into, this one's called Downright. And just use that particular color over my lid and up in the corner. So I'll use it up in the corner right here. Who knows, I might end up going grocery shopping now that this girl's putting on makeup. Yes, I was debating on working part-time at Macy's, but I don't know. Still thinking about it. Don't want to make any rational decisions, especially since I like spending more time with my son at home. My younger son at home. My oldest son works during the day, so he goes to work. Oh, what time? He wakes up at 4:30 because he starts work at 6:30. He works for the county of Hawaii. And he gets off at, so since he starts early, he gets off early. A little bit more of that coloring kind of. Not that anybody's going to be getting this close, but you hear the neighbors, kids next door? They're playing in the pool. the grandpa that actually owns the house. There's the gentleman who owns the house next door. He's in his, sorry, I'm trying to look for a brush that's a little bit more fluffy. Here we go. He's in his mid-70s, so he has his children and his great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. So on the hot days, not that today's like extremely hot, but he likes blowing up a swimming pool for them and letting them romp around and cool off, which is really nice. Let's see. Nice that I cleaned up all my brushes. I have clean brushes, actually. Now I have clean brushes. Filming on my iPhone. Going on 32 minutes. Didn't really accomplish much. So, for those of you who wanted a long video, you're going to get a long video. I'm debating on putting just a little darker color in the corner. Slightly darker. I don't know why. Just in the mood to play with makeup all of a sudden now. Who knows, I ended up turning on the camera. I was not in a mood, and when I'm able to chat with you guys like this off the cuff, I don't know, kind of puts me in the mood to just sit down and play with makeup. Nothing serious. I am not a professional makeup artist at all. In fact, I watched my mom put on her makeup when she was little. She had a nice long vanity counter, and she just used to pick me up, plop me on the counter, and while she was putting on her makeup, I just used to watch her. This side is a little on the darker side. Put too much dark there, but I can always blend it out after. So I guess this is going to be a long video, which means it's going to take longer to upload to YouTube. Yep, a little farther out. I think what's nice about YouTube is, depending on how particular you are, you can just turn on the camera and just chat and see how the video comes out. Or turn on the camera and chat and edit. Take out the part that you don't like and see how the video turns out. Okay, now we need a clean brush. Something that doesn't have any makeup in it. No makeup on it. I'm gonna put a light dusting of the powder from my CoverGirl. And kind of just blend out the edges. It's not harsh. Debating on going grocery shopping. Who knows, now that I have a little bit of makeup, I might just end up doing that. It's amazing how makeup can make you feel. I have to close my bedroom door so my cat doesn't come in, so when I'm putting on makeup, you don't see like a tail going like this across the video. I had some shorter videos that I did showing what I actually have on that back counter there, and my back vanity up there. The cat wasn't really up there, it was more like lying down over here when I was filming. I decided to just leave the cat in. It's an unedited video anyway. Sometimes with makeup, when you think you've made a mistake, you're going to blend it out with a lighter color. Plus, I think that if I take another brush and go into the center of my eye with a slightly lighter color right there and blend it out, both sides. And then put a shimmer. It'll brighten up my eye a little bit more. This is not a makeup tutorial at all. At all. People always ask me when I go out, who taught you how to put on makeup? And I said, I just sat down and watched my mom put on makeup. No, she never put this much makeup on. Before she was able to go to salons and get her hair done. Or back then wear like a wig hairpiece if you wanted to. And sometimes they do your makeup. So now that I put a lighter color in the center, I'll just blend that out really nicely. Kind of opens up the beginning of my eye. Go back in with a light shimmer. Up front and candid. Don't know exactly what I want. So let's test it on my hand. I think that's a little too light for shimmer. Maybe a little bit of gold in there. Not bad. Let's wing it and see what happens right in the center of the eye. Yep. I think that's what I wanted. So I'll go right in the center where I want majority of the shimmer, and whatever's left on the brush, I'll carry it over. Whatever's left on the brush, carry it over. Okay. Let's put it with this palette before I do more damage. Yeah, so getting back to wanting to work part-time at Macy's, that's still just up in the air. It's not that I'm bored at home. I enjoy having quality time. Love having me time. Me time. And that's not being selfish. I think having personal time for yourself is a good thing. Let me turn my makeup mirror. Oh, can't do that. So I might just curl my lashes. I have no idea what that little piece is, but we'll keep it anyway, just in case it's for something. And in between mascara, we'll do lips. How many coats of mascara? Don't know yet. And this is not really my dry mascara. This is from Laura Mercier. No, wait. Is it? Let's look. Yep, Laura Mercier. Mercier. However you want to pronounce that. Got a coat of mascara on. Biggest thing is not getting mascara on. Let me get a little closer. Bring my makeup mirror a little closer without it falling. And shaking the tripod. Wonder if I should try and put like 3 layers. See what 3 layers of mascara would look like. If I'm in a rush, I'll just put one. One is better than none. Who knows? Today, if I want this video to be long, we're already 39 minutes in. We might just do 3 layers. Just chit chat. I threw a load of laundry in, so I have 30 minutes for a wash cycle. And then since it's towels, I'll hang it up. Wonder if you heard it. Sounds like it's raining in the background. It's not, it's the river. It was raining actually last night, so the river's running a little higher than usual. one there. Let's go for another one. Taking my time, chatting with you guys. I don't know, I feel like I need to be quiet when I'm putting on mascara. Let's see, what did I have for breakfast this morning? I had actually a peanut butter jelly sandwich and a cup of coffee. Still got my coffee right here. My tumbler, not necessarily in my cup or mug. I was debating on taking this video and putting it up on my main channel and putting unedited, but not gonna happen. That's 2. You know what I find? Foundation, brows, and mascara is what's time consuming. That's why I think if you watch makeup videos, a lot of people will say, let me go ahead and put a coat of mascara, and to edit out majority of the mascara application or doing their brows. Only because I think they think that their subscribers are going to get bored. That's all. In fact, since I answered that question on what are some of your hidden talents, it was beading, decorating trees, gift wrapping. Please remind me down in the comment section for those of you who want to see me do a bow. I'll show you how I do a wired ribbon bow. What are some of the other questions that I have? One thing that you like about yourself. I think that's kind of hard. It's so much easier to ask somebody else. And it's only because during my whole life, even when people would give me compliments in person, in person, whether I was at work or whatever, I've always been like, oh, thank you. I've never been one to gloat about my looks. So, yeah. So, as far as my hidden talents, not my hidden talents, but things that I like about myself, I tend to ask other people. I know there was a video tag going around. I probably did it on my other channel. It was like 10 things that you like about yourself or something like that. So what I did was I went ahead and asked my family members, tell me 2 things that you like about me. Oh, I actually went to family and friends, so I got a mixture. And I took the top 10 things that they said and did that. But sometimes a lot of people, some of the things that you love about yourself might not be things that people actually love about you. So I prefer to ask other people what they like about me. I'll get mixed messages. Some people say, like, you're always friendly. I get that from my neighbors. When I go walking, I'm always stopping and talking or complimenting them on their yard. Because working in your yard takes a lot of work. So if I feel like they're putting a lot of effort into their yard, I'll definitely compliment them. And when they see me working in the front of my house, they'll do the same thing. Can't remember if this is the 3rd layer of mascara. If this is a very light layer. going into 45 minutes. Do I want to put mascara at the bottom? No, but I do want to take a Q-tip and go into the corner of my eye right here. And if there's any makeup or foundation that got into my eye, I'll fix that. I'll take my powder puff and do any correction on my eyeshadow, which is still crooked. I feel like this side is darker than this side. Still take a little bit powder and buff that out a little bit more. See if I'm able to buff that down. It could be just my lighting. I get more lighting on this side of my face than this side, so it does seem a little darker on this side compared to this side here. Powder puff and run it underneath my eyes and up on the side. And if I really want to correct my eyeshadow, I'll take my powder puff and my buff beige and just go up in the corner like this to get rid of any excess foundation. Debating on contouring my nose. I might just do that since you're putting on makeup. This video is long. Since the video is long, let's get a clean brush. Go into my Wet n Wild contour palette and put some contour on the center of my nose. Not that I need it. I'm just in the mood to play with makeup now. It's so strange. First, this girl didn't want to wear makeup. Now she's putting on makeup. And yes, I'm going to be blending that out. I need another brush to go into the lighter color and just take it down the center of my nose because I want to be buffing that out anyway. I don't know whether I should do reverse contouring. Have I ever done reverse contouring? Maybe I did it on my other channel, but fishy face. And just take a lighter color there. All right, let me get a I should get my contour brush with a little bit more color. And put some there. YouTube has been giving me some okay thumbnails. I haven't been happy with it, but it is what it is. Should probably be making more custom thumbnails on this channel, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do to work. Really don't. Okay, we're gonna leave the powder there. We're gonna put away our contour palette from Wet n Wild. And we're going to get my It Cosmetic brush and buff out some of the contour in my nose. Actually buff it down. Actually go into my CoverGirl pressed powder, and go in and just buff it down with the color, and a little bit on the edge of the nose, so you can kind of see the contour but not see the contour. That makes sense. Which, I don't know, when I used to watch makeup videos, it never used to make sense. So people never used to do contouring and highlighting and all of that. It was more like foundation, blush, mascara. Nothing special. Just a little lighter, but not a lot. Don't have a lot of light coming in on this side, my face. Since I have my mascara out, I'm gonna take off most of it because I like to put mascara on, but my lower lashes, but not a lot. I already got some darkness underneath my eye. In fact, I don't know whether that's mascara. That's probably mascara. I'm gonna let it dry and then be able to flick it off with a spoolie. So let me find a clean spoolie while we're waiting. I'll show you how I cork it, since this is unedited. We'll do lips and then fix that dark mark right there. Some people will just get a cotton swab and you could just wipe it off, but I'm gonna let it dry a little bit more. I'm gonna take my 828 Effer from NYX. Put a lip liner. Using it to just not line the lips, but color in the inside of my lips. I'm drinking too much coffee. Shaky hands today. Yeah, shaky hands. And I still need to blend out some of this contour in my nose since I'm looking in the rearview mirror. Not rearview mirror, makeup mirror. But I'm doing a car vlog. Okay. Now, let's take a gamble. Get rid of that tissue. Clean up this spoolie. Let's see, I got a dot up here, and turn it around. Let's see if I can just flick off at least half of it, and then go over with a powder. One thing I don't like about this magnifying mirror, you get to see all of your wrinkles up close. Not bad. Still get my mascara one out. Get my powder. I want to buff out some of that contour on my nose. Still too harsh. I want it there, but not there, if that makes any sense. I think I just went a little harsh with the contour on my nose. Take some powder underneath my eyes. Whatever I have left on the powder puff. Hopefully I got all that black out. Making weird faces, of course. We always make weird faces when we put on makeup. Now let's put on some little bit of mascara. You know what? We're gonna put, changing my mind, my Wet and Wild, my Sephora black eye pencil, which will sharpen you. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit in the corner of my eye, just a little. So that's the difference with a little bit of bottom eyeliner there between this eye and this side. This eye looks a little bit different. I'm what else to say. Yeah, we'll finish up because we need to be, I don't want to say symmetrical. I never feel like our face is symmetrical. Okay. Then take another Q-tip. And that was making my eyes water a little. Whenever I put the eyeliner in my eye, if I'm not careful, I'll poke it. I want to be careful. And it also makes my eyes a little lighter. Ugh. Putting my makeup mirror down and just put a light, very light coating of mascara at the bottom. I always feel like if I put mascara at the bottom of my lashes, it tends to make my eyes a little bit more droopy. So it's like a catch-22. Do you want people to see your lower lashes? Which, if anybody's getting that close, they're a little bit too close. Very lightly. Nah, that's enough. Because if not, I want to go over with another coat of mascara. And we're going to be getting out of hand. Still have to decide what lipstick I'm going to go with. Sometimes I'll just go over with a gloss. But being we have a lot of lipsticks here. In fact, I'll share some of the neutral lipsticks that I have right here in front of me. This one is from, let's see. This is when Mel Thompson had her lipstick line. She has a channel here on YouTube. Christian Audette. This one is called Beauty. This one is a beautiful neutral. Has a little bit of a sheen to it. So there's that one. I have my Role Play from Marc Jacobs, which I love. You can tell it's because my tube is very dirty. Clean it off. That's that one. A little darker. Very moisturizing as far as color. I always end up going with Role Play only because I love the color. I'm trying to find another Marc Jacobs Role Play as a backup. I thought I had a backup, but I didn't. It was actually the wrong color. When I was swatching lipsticks, which is another Marc Jacobs, this one is actually Understudy, and it wasn't a neutral. It was like a pinky coral color. I'm not sure whether I'm in a mood for a pinky coral color. And This one is a Summer Nights from Lisa D1. And we'll put that one right here. That's a gorgeous color. We'll go with that. Lisa actually has a great channel on YouTube. Her channel is Lisa D1. I tend to watch her off and on. I think she does a little bit too much shopping and makeup stuff, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Of course, when I first started YouTube, not on this channel, my other channel, yeah, I got into the makeup trend of buying too much makeup. And then I kind of tapered down and did what was called shop your stash, kind of use what you currently have. Okay. Now that we have that, I'm gonna go and get my Make Magic Happen palette, which they don't make anymore, from Tarte. So you might be able to find it on Poshmark or eBay. It has some nice shimmers. I'm gonna take my synthetic brush that I found on Amazon. And this one has, there's how many matte colors in here? Actually, one, two, three, four, five matte colors, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 slight shimmers. So I think I'm gonna go a mix between the pink and the gold, and just go over my lips with a light dusting of shimmer, because this lipstick is on the creamier side, and I like setting my lipstick. If you watch this video or been with me so far, I guess you just got done putting a full face of makeup. That's what happens when you're just winging it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna do nothing much with my hair. I mean, I could put a little bit of gel, or I'll just take my Maui Moisture. I'll show you that again. And it's more like a hair mask, but what I'll do, I'll just take a little and just run it on the sides of my hair. Just on the side right here, and then take a brush and brush it out. So now, yeah, this turned into a try to get ready with me, which is fine. I don't care. If you're still watching this video, thank you. If you're not, that's fine too. Take a brush and just brush the sides of my hair. I'll pull my ear forward and take any hair and brush it back, only because I have short hair. That's about it. So we answered a few questions. I should have just made it a chatty get ready with me, but I wasn't in the mood to wear makeup, and here this girl is with makeup on. I didn't do my setting spray. Let's put the setting spray. Let's first find my fan that works. Yep, that one works. So setting spray from Makeup Revolution. And yes, I love setting spray. And the fan. I'll set the setting spray in. Sometimes I'll stand, I have actually turbo fan here on the side in my bedroom. I'll sometimes stand in front of the turbo fan and put it on high and just stand there for like 15-20 seconds, whereas with this fan it takes a little longer. If I really want to dry, I'll let it going high for a few more minutes. Okay, that did the job. Nothing fancy. And I think we have the makeup for the day. So if you're still here towards the end of the video, thank you very much. But if you ended up clicking out, that's fine too. Let's put away the setting mist. I hope that everyone out there is having a great and productive day. Went ahead and answered a few questions. Still have my list from one of my first or second videos, and as people leave me questions, I'll write it down just on some binder paper from the kids when the kids were going to school. And I'll write it down. If I remember to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I hope that everyone out there is having a great and productive day. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Aloha. Bye-bye.